Hey, this is Liz Bentley, and today I wanted to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very important topic, and it comes up in a lot of different areas in our life. And I see a lot of issues that arise around forgiveness in people's lives on a regular basis. One of the first things I see is people saying that they forgive someone when they actually haven't. So they'll say, oh no, I'm over it. I forgive my parents for that. Or I forgive my boss for acting that way and saying that about me. Or I forgive my best friend. Or I forgive my spouse for those things that they did. And they really haven't. They're really very upset about it. And they haven't worked through it at all. And it's becoming this big burden in their life because they genuinely haven't forgiven that person for it. Then there are things we haven't forgiven ourselves for. Habits that we have that we don't like in ourselves, things that we've done in our past that are haunting us, all kinds of things and things that we're repeating right now that we are not able to forgive ourselves for and we're really struggling around. And the third category is, forgiving other people. That sometimes there's someone who's currently doing something to us that really is bothering us, or something again from our history that we're angry about, and we're either being mean to that person or isolating ourselves from that person or just struggling with them because we know we just cannot forgive them for what has happened. So let's talk a little bit about how forgiveness works. First of all, the first thing that has to happen is we have to address the problem, okay? We have to talk about it with ourselves. If we need to forgive ourselves, we have to sit ourselves down in the mirror and get accountable to what it is that we have done that we are not forgiving ourselves for. If it's someone else, we have to do the same thing. We have to sit down and say, hey, this is going on and it's really getting to me. It's really starting to bother me and we need to work through this. This has happened in our history and I need to understand it and I need to talk to you about it. The second thing we need to see is change. We need to see that behavior not continue to repeat itself. Now, look, there are things that we're always going to kind of struggle with ourselves and that other people are going to struggle with. We're only here to fix ourselves. But if it's something serious and it's really impacting us negatively, then we need to see some kind of evolution around this and see a shift towards the positive. When we see that happen, then we can find forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others. So forgiveness is really important in living a healthy life, in looking at our truth, in having relationships with others, and in getting over a lot of our past and our struggles, whether that's our past forgiveness of ourselves and our history or of others. So here are the tips, okay? Number one, don't be afraid of the conflict. Get in there and talk about it with yourself or with someone else. No matter how scary it seems, it's better to address it than to avoid it. Number two, hold yourself and others accountable. It's okay. As I always say, while you're not here to fix them, you are here to reflect back how you feel and what's going on. Number three, try to make a change. Make that change in yourself. Make the change you want to see. If you're struggling with something, make that change. And number four, always seek forgiveness. It's a really healthy and really important way to live your life. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next Tuesday.